Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana. Yes, tamu sana. Yes. About some few hours ago, Honorable Caleb Kositany, Soy Member of Parliament in Uasin Gishu County, a very, very close ally of William Ruto, had this to say. Honorable Caleb Kositany, MP Soy, they will all end up supporting Raila. The presidential race will be between two R's. One self-made, the other a state project. Yes, that's Honorable Caleb Kositany's tweet some few hours ago. And from that tweet, I think this member of parliament is just trying to imply that Oka team will eventually support Raila Amolo Odinga. And then now, the race will be narrowed to two R's, Raila and Ruto. And one is trying to say is self-made, while the other will be a state project. You will largely agree with me that is trying to say that in this case, Raila is going to run as a state project, while William Ruto is going to run as a self-made politician. That's exactly what I think he is trying to imply. Yes. I agree with him on one side, but I differ with him again on the other side. I agree with him when he says that these people will eventually support Raila Odinga. That's a very, very likely possibility. And we did analyze and discuss that in our videos yesterday. So that's a likely possibility. But when he says that one will be self-made, he's just trying to insinuate that Ruto is self-made, which is not actually the case. Ruto is not a self-made politician. Ruto graduated from Nairobi University in 1990. In 1992, he was the treasurer of YK92, an organization that was campaigning for Moi across the country for his re-election. So we can say accurately that it's Moi who introduced William Ruto to politics, and not only to politics, but to national politics. And also this thing of 1992, I think when it was started, they started it with a noble idea. I tend to believe they were trying to borrow from UK Labour Party youth leaders. But then later, this YK92, it became notorious for orchestrating hooliganism, ethnic violence, and dishing out of millions of Kenya shillings to the youths and to the jobless Kenyans. Something that really caused a lot of problem in this country of ours. So it's wrong to say or else to insinuate that Ruto is self-made. He is not self-made. It's Moi who brought him to politics. Then after Moi, it's Raila who caught his hand and made him a Pentagon leader. And that also helped Ruto in building himself in Rift Valley. And then after Raila, when he was rebelling, Kibaki picked him. And then Uhuru also picked him. So he's not self-made. But I didn't want us to dwell on that. In this video today, I want us to really have a look. Why is it that William Ruto has not been able to attract or to lure any political kingpin to his camp? Why? Because if we take what this member of parliament is saying, it simply means that William Ruto might go to the next election alone as William Ruto. All these top political kingpins, Mudavadi, Kalonzo, Wetangula, all these leaders might escape or rather might avoid him. So most likely, he might go to the next election as a lone ranger. So our analysis here today, why is William Ruto not able, or why has he not been able to attract any politician or top political leader to his camp. That's our analysis and discussion today. So if in case you've just bumped on this YouTube channel for the very first time, kindly subscribe, but also give this video a like. Give it a like, please. Thank you. God bless you. The first thing is that William Ruto has not been able to attract any political kingpin to his side because he has made the campaign all about himself, his presidential bid next year, and nothing else. In fact, William Ruto has not been able to conceal his intention. So he has broken some rules of the political games. As Robert Greene puts it in his 48 Laws of Power, conceal your intention. William Ruto has not been able to conceal his intention. He has made all the campaigns to be all about himself and his presidential bid and nobody else. Compare that to Raila Odinga. Raila, if you look at the brand of politics Raila has been playing, even as of now, Raila has not come out in publicly and boldly to state that he's on the race. But he's trying to give all the top leaders also to feel that they are also able even to be supported for presidency. William Ruto has closed that door. He has made it clear that it's himself and nobody else. He can't support any other person. So on that, William Ruto is failing. And that has made all these top political leaders to isolate him and to avoid him. And then secondly, Mount Kenya factor. You know, ladies and gentlemen, as things stand now, I think Mount Kenya is also playing a bigger role in why these other leaders are avoiding William Ruto. Because naturally, it's assumed that William Ruto will eventually pick a running mate from Mount Kenya. So assuming Kalonzo decides to work with him today, or even Wetangula or Mudavadi, they are not assured that they might get the number 2 slot. So that has also made these top leaders to avoid William Ruto. They are avoiding and isolating him because of that. They are not sure if they will be given the number 2 slot. And then thirdly, ladies and gentlemen, top political kingpins and leaders, the likes of Kalonzo and Mudavadi, they consider William Ruto as a junior politician. To them, this is simply because both Kalonzo and Musalia Mudavadi, they have been deputy presidents before William Ruto. And they have also contested for presidency before William Ruto. So in terms of pecking order or ranking, they consider themselves more senior politicians and more experienced politically compared to William Ruto. And I still remember an incident some times back when William Ruto and Kalonzo Musyoka met at a function in Ukambani. Kalonzo made it very, very clear that he's more qualified than William Ruto. I think it was some times back. So Kalonzo believes he is much more experienced and a senior politician compared to Ruto. So if at all, maybe one is to support the other, they think it's Ruto who should support them, but not themselves supporting Ruto. So that's also making it very, very hard for these leaders to work with William Ruto. And then fourthly, Ruto's fate, as far as 2022 politics is concerned, Ruto's fate is already sealed. His political future for 2022 does not look very, very bright. This is simply because he's going against the system. He's going against the deep state. While the top leaders, Kalonzo, Mudavadi, Wetangula, they have seen for themselves what the system or the deep state can do. In the previous elections of 2017, 2013, and 2007, Kalonzo and Musalia Mudavadi saw for themselves that you can win a presidential election, but you can never be at State House unless you have the blessings of the system or the deep state. So Kalonzo and Mudavadi, they have been there before. And maybe they know for a fact that William Ruto is going nowhere as far as 2022 politics are concerned. As long as he's still going against the system and the deep state, Kalonzo and Mudavadi knows William Ruto is going nowhere. So they are avoiding him because they know eventually he will just be on the streets, maybe rioting come next year. And then finally, ladies and gentlemen, if you look at also William Ruto's brand of politics, he comes out as a very arrogant, know-it-all politician and very, very boastful. He seems to come out that is now more clever than any other person. And he keeps on boasting. Boasting. Just before the handshake, William Ruto was chiding the likes of Kalonzo. Hawa ni wale wa kukaa kwa lami. And then William Ruto, he's going to these people's stronghold and he's belittling them in their own strongholds. That's something that I know is not really going well with these top leaders. So because of these 5 reasons, I strongly believe that most likely these top politicians are avoiding William Ruto because of these 5 reasons. I know there might be other reasons as to why they are avoiding William Ruto, but these are the main reasons. So next year, most likely, we might find this combination of Raila and Oka all teaming up together, and we might find William Ruto going it alone as William Ruto. And how it will end, your guess can be as good as mine, that William Ruto will not win the presidency. That's a given fact, and that's something that we are not just guessing, it's a fact. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, before I conclude, if you've just bumped on this YouTube channel for the very, very first time, kindly subscribe and also give this video a like. Give it a like, please. Give it a like. And to those who are watching us outside of Kenya, for the very, very first time, drop a comment and let us know from which part of the globe you are also watching us from. Drop a comment. And to our continued fans and subscribers in this YouTube channel, I kindly request you today to be giving our videos likes and also be dropping your comments so that I can also know what you also think. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana, yes, tamu sana.